Was there a single instance that finally made you go, okay, all right?
No.
No, it was just a culmination of a bunch of things, and you finally just said, bah.
Yeah, I can't believe I stayed stopped.
Did you ever fall off the wagon, like after you decided you were quitting?
No.
You just quit and that was it?
I was forced into rehab when I was 17 after, an incident.
Jesus.
Little stitches needed.
Oh,
and it was all attention crap.
Yeah.
And
Me!
of course.
He was a goth girl.
You were a goth girl before its time. You should have had a straight black wig on. And
Were you into the
all in
Cure
your
back then?
eyes? The Cure.
Oh, I was such a tool. It's embarrassing.
Oh, please, though. Come on, Jimmy. I love embarrassing Jimmy stories because he's so different now.
Yeah.
Just like music, like you.
Look at him! He can't even do it. I love this.
What kind of?
Look at Jimmy.
Someone photoshopped Jimmy to look just like that.
It does.
Get that picture on O&A Radio.
And he just popped up a goth kid
Yeah.
that just has this pained look on his face and all this red, like, makeup around his eyes. And it looks like a guy or a fat chick. I would say guy, though. Oh, yes, Danny?
The guys down the hall would dump out what I searched for to find that photo.
Iraq.
Oh, really? Iraq.
There's an F word that's not the norm that would...
Oh, okay.
all right.
Oh.
Funny you say that. I was on a site last night that we can't go to here. It's something mania. it's the N-word mania.
Wow.
Yeah.
What is this?
And you got to spell out, the real N-word, not the N-word. It's called mania, and it's a bunch of people that got together and just. It's a horrifically racist website. It's one guy has a whole thing on
He's
why
sitting there chuckling.
Yeah.
why hate is a bad thing, and then you read why hate is a bad thing, and it's just. Oof. I found it very funny because it's so wrong, and I love being in those places. Yeah, he considers it. It can't be hate if people aren't human.
That's what that website's one of the ones. If you ever go to run for office, and they play that really bad, scary music.
Yeah.
He was a regular visitor.
Regular visitor.
Bleep Mania.
How many times did he visit this site? We looked in his history.
Post on it.
Yeah, post.
Why are you allowing Jimmy to get off the hook here?
Oh, no, we go right back to that.
All right. There's no hook.
There was music involved.
Yeah, there was music
Jimmy.
involved.
I just remember, like, how you like a girl and you think, like, the music, you associate yourself with it. But, like, let's just say you liked a girl and you walked by her house and you made sure a certain part of the song was playing as you carried your boombox.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
You queued up a cassette tape.
Yeah, he queued it up to
Perfect way to phrase it. Yeah.
Oh.
What
song? What
Yes,
song?
you do.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was drinking.
Oh, no. What was it?
It might have been a live version of Iron Man. I don't remember.
Oh, you're doing the badass. Yeah.
What part of Iron Man?
Was it I am Iron Man? Because you were Iron Man.
I wasn't. I was flabby boy.
You wanted to be Iron Man.
I wasn't Iron Man.
So if she looked out the window and goes, what's that? Oh, look, it's Iron Man walking by.
Did you have any, like... wait a minute, so maybe you were...
I am douche. Yeah. No, I got to cue it up to the right spot. If she hears this, she won't know it's Iron Man.
Will ruin it.
He starts walking and then stops. Wait a minute, that's too soon.
Okay. And I'll walk.
Wait, I got to start over. Go to the end of the block again.
What? Yeah, this isn't the same version.
This is the correct.
Here we go.
Did you throw some dry ice down on the ground so you could walk?
Some smoke. Have someone hold a light behind him. So
Badass Jimmy coming down the street.
He's Iron Man. Did this girl ever notice you?
He didn't say in this version.
No, he didn't say it. Jesus.
Sometimes he didn't back in the ages.
He should say it every time.
Nah, I think
What was he doing?
I don't know.
Shouldn't have said it
like he wanted to say it.
on any recording.
It's funny. Her name is Michelle, and I'm fine with it now. But I got an email. I wish I remembered to contact her from a friend of hers who knew her who knows her now recently.
Oh, show her.
But she said she has like a letter or something I sent her or something like that.
Get that
Ooh, I
letter.
bet that is
Get that
douchey.
letter.
I told you one time I wanted her to like. She was really hot, and I had such a crush on her, and I wanted her to notice me, so I would send her like love notes, and I put like an Aussie quote in it.
What Aussie quote
I don't-
fits into a love letter?
Not a lot of them. Believe me, that keeps me from going back.
Do you know I never had the balls to write a love letter? Not like I didn't, you know, I don't even know if I ever wanted to, but I just would never commit something like that into print just for fear of it ending up in the wrong hands.
Wrote
Anonymous.
one.
I didn't give my real name.
Oh.
If you want to know who I am, wear something tomorrow. Like a certain
No way.
scarf. Yeah.
And she didn't wear it.
She did.
She did?
But that was it's like that. It's like I don't.
Ew, you creep.
I was gonna say that-
know.
No, but when you're that age, that's not creepy. You do that in your 20s, you're a pedophile.
Oh yeah, but that was just
Ugh.
that was I couldn't believe in a way that I had got her to like there was a connection there. Like,
Could you help me put this couch in the van? Would you? Oh, God, you ghoul.
Was she disappointed? Did she think it was like the quarterback or something like that?
She must have had like these thoughts in her head like, oh, this has to be, oh, finally my dream. This is so mysterious and it's going to be like this hot guy and he's going to be cool. And
couldn't have thought that with the letter, with the maturity level of that letter.
oh, really? It was that bad?
But she was curious. As any, you know, she was in high school, but she was one of the hot girls in high school. So no, she knew
God.
it. Any hot guy would have just talked to her. She knew it
Yeah.
had to be a mush, but I don't think she understood the level it went down to.
That'd be funny if she set you up for some big Carrie moment. You know what I mean? Acts like you liked her.
Oh, yeah. And the pig blood dumps on her head.
Dumps down on Jimmy.
I asked her out over the phone. She said no.
Oh,
I told you about that.
Is that the one you gave her the choice?
I tried to. I'm like, you don't want to go out with me, do you?
Oh, right.
She's like, no.
No.
And I was trying to be funny. I'm like, well, I guess that's the way the cookie bounces, like instead of crumbles.
And but you must have been feeling so like hot and flushed and sweaty when you had to say, well, I guess that's the way the cookie bounces.
Dude, I was 8. I had no sense of irony. Or
Yeah.
like, don't I suck? I was humiliated.
Humiliated.
Oh, that's terrible. That's just awful.
I know. Jimmy's night. It's terrible.
I literally would have jumped off my house. I couldn't at that age. There's
That
no way.
kind of rejection
I could
like
not
that?
handle that. There's
Just
no
couldn't
way.
handle that kind of rejection.
Hey, we got Jesse that wants in on this. Jesse, what's up?
Danny
Good
laughs.
morning.
Good morning. Hey.
Hey, Jimmy, I don't know if you've ever done anything as bad as this, though, but I was in, I think it was middle school, like this girl, and I guess it was like, you know, late 80s, all those bad, goofy love songs. I retaped them with my voice singing her name to him and gave it to her.
Wow. No, I never
And
did that.
It's actually funny, too, because I bumped into her years later, and she was like, hey, remember when you gave me that tape? And I just turned as red and almost passed out because she still remembered it.
See, I would love to get that stuff. I think Michelle actually had some. Her friend works in she MySpace me, I think. God damn it, I can't believe I dropped the ball on that. I should have contacted her and gotten, because it would be fun to talk to her now, like what a nerd I was.
Someone
20
knows
years ago.
Michelle. They'll tell her today.
I hope so.
And she'll get a hold of you again, and you got to get that stuff in here, Jimmy.
Yeah, she had a brother. I don't want to say her last name on the air, but she had a brother. She lived in, whatever. If you know who you are, then just contact me.
You know what I like about like that early, like, you know, when you're first trying to pick up girls, it's almost like when you first start doing open mics. Like, I would just wish I had tapes of those, like the stuff that I thought would work.
Oh,
On
God.
stage. It's the same thing.
Horrid.
Like that dude, like
You don't wish you have it, Bill. I brought in a demo tape recently. You don't wish you have it. Trust me.
Oh, I wish you would have seen that.
Oh boy.
And we might have to pop it up there so
Nah,
you can
that's
see it.
all right. That's all right.
Yeah, just horrific. I wrote one letter, love letter, and it wasn't even a love letter. It's worse than a love letter. It's a please come back to me letter. Like she was done with me, moved on to one of my friends, and it would it crushed me. Just ugh.
desperation is always attractive to the opposite.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was horrible. And, I thought maybe this little letter with a poem in it would get it.
What was the poem?
I wit. You know something? Honestly, I would tell you at least a line. I don't even remember what I was trying to convey there. I don't know.
Was it original or was it like a
I
hacky
think-
Roses Are Red?
No, it was so hacky. Yeah, it was a rhymey poem. I think there was something about like us being meant for each other in a way where I was like the hand and she was the glove.
Wow.
It was so bad.
She should have been the douche, and you should have been the nozzle.
I was.
How awful. How'd you let her start? Dear Eva.
It was so bad. And then I even went another step. I went into my garage with a Louisville Slugger and tried to break my arm to get sympathy. Oh. I thought if I had a cast on it, came up with a good breaking my arm story, that she would be like, oh, and come back to me.
Will kick in, right?
Yeah, but I could raise the bat up, and bring it down, but could never really put commitment into it. So I ended up with a big bruise on my arm.
Like a battered wife.
Yeah.
You always back off at the last
minute. I just couldn't go through with it like they do in the movies. Yeah. I couldn't do it.
You take like 20% off the hit at the last
So that was that. So I decided to chug down a bunch of booze and drive my Volkswagen through the woods until I hit a tree.
Really?
Oh, sure.
Nice.
Why didn't you just put a fake cast on, you method actor? You're gonna lie about the story anyway.
Because then if she doesn't go for it, now you got to commit to it till it gets all itchy,
4 to 6 weeks or 6 to 8 weeks of a cast.
Those awful plaster whatever the heck they had under your arm. Remember you had
watching her making out with my friend at the locker while I'm walking by with my cast
that everyone's signing. Hey, let's say hi to Mark at Philly. Marky.
Oh, what a douche!
What do you got, Mark?
Morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good evening.
I have a rather embarrassing story. I'd love to sit here and make fun of Jimmy, but I really can't, knowing my history. So, back in 7th grade, I really, really had the hots for a girl in my group. We sat at like the group tables, and her boyfriend, who she was going out with, who was very popular for a couple of years, he was going on vacation, so I decided to write a fake him, pretty much cursing her off and telling her she's a terrible person, and I put it in her locker from him, thinking for some reason that when she reads this letter, she's going to be heartbroken and I will have a chance to jump in. Well, obviously, the letter didn't work, and I'll never forget it. One day at our group, we're writing a group assignment, and she looked at my handwriting, looked at me, and a complete look of disgust when she realized that I wrote the letter. And I got my ass beat.
You got busted like in the FBI.
Yeah.
The first part of that phone call went through, right? Where he wrote the letter as the boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay. It crept out in my headphones. I wasn't sure. Thank you, Mark.
Take it easy, guys.
All right. Matt in Illinois, what's up? Hey, Tom, what's up?
Hey,
what's
Tom.
Going on?
You hear me?
Yes, we hear you, sir.
Back when I was in junior high, there was this fucking chick that I loved.
All right. Now we're going to have to hold off on your little call because you said the F word.
The quality of the phone was
He wrote a love note with a code book for a girl.
Ew.
Yeah, that's what he did. Let's code one.
This sounds douchey.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to Spiro on Long Island. Spiro.
Good morning.
Hey, man.
I was about 18, and I was thinking of writing a ballad for this chick that I liked. And
ballad? A ballad? What are you, Lennon?
No, he probably came up in the hair metal years.
Yeah. Yes.
A power ballad.
Oh, yes. Every bad boy
ballad.
has his soft side. Dude, do you remember any of it?
God, I got inspiration for it on the toilet.
It's always a good place.
That's how you should have started the ballad. Yeah. I'm looking down between my legs, just thinking of you. Oof.
I actually I sang it to her, and I actually told her that I thought of it on the toilet, and that was the end of that relationship.
Does that ever work? That only works in like those plays.
Yeah, it
Somebody
doesn't
comes
work.
Up with a mandolin and you just
a song. They're all like
that worked before like radio, where like music was still amazing as opposed to like really accessible. Mm-hmm. I got an iPod, sir.
Yeah.
Please stop singing.
Really don't need you singing and serenading me.
Yeah, I need to know by like who's that? Mark Anthony. Is that who sings that? J-Lo's Dumb Husband?
Oh, yeah.
That's a song you write for a girl if you like her. It's a good song. You can sing.
You got to be talented.
Yeah.
First of all, if she's leaning out the window while you're playing the guitar and singing to it and you see earbuds in her ears, there's a problem.
If your idea of songwriting is sitting on the bowl with your legs numb and a toilet seat ring on your ass, you're finished in romance.
Yeah, if what's in the bowl is better than what's on the paper.
Yeah, just photograph that. I don't know what rhymes with this. Perhaps it.
Let's go to Bobby in Pennsylvania. He's got more on Ant's car crash thing. Bobby.
Oh.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
All right, Bobby.
Hey, everyone else was talking about their junior high time, but Anthony was driving when he did his douchey thing. Just how old were you?
Yeah, well, when I came back from California, I had my license at 15 out there. You were able to get your license at 15, so I kind of just used that. So I drove around with a California driver's license in New York when I was like...
Did you pull up to her house in your Studebaker?
My Studebaker? No, I had the worst car. I had a Volkswagen Baja Bug. It was one of those Volkswagens that it's kind of in between a Volkswagen and a dune buggy. It was one of those things that kind of, the fenders were fiberglass and the front was kind of fiberglass and the back, the engine was exposed, had a cage around it.
Oh, is that what those were called?
Yeah, Baja Bug. They use it in like the Baja 500 races and things like that.
One of those awful exhausts.
That would stick up and stuff. I had one of those. That was what I had. And I used to drive through the woods all the time. It was fun. And girls did kind of like it. I would go out to the liquor store over there, get a bottle of something, and then just drive into the woods, and we'd hang out in the woods and drink. It was a nice, safe place. It wasn't on the side of the road. No one else could get there unless they had four-wheel drive or something. Wow. So I used to go driving in the woods. So when this girl, I'm seeing her with my friend, and I'm all pissed off, I chugged down some beer and booze and stuff, went into the woods, tried to climb up this big steep hill, and rolled backwards and wasn't looking where I was going, and hit a tree, and it hit the engine, and just oil all over, and the engine was done. Had to cut the tree down to get the car out the next day with a couple of my friends. I'm hungover, heartbroken, my car is busted. It sucked. It's a bad weekend. And I punched my windshield and it broke.
Bad day all around.
Oh, bad day.
One more phone call before we say goodbye to Bill Burr. We got Steve in Tennessee. Steve.
So horrible.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
I was going to call about, I gave a girl a cannonball. We had a theme park that one of the rides was like Wabash Cannonball. I stole a cannonball and rolled it in the middle of church service. It goes rolling right in the middle. Everybody turns and looked at us, and I left.
Only in Tennessee would you get a call from a guy that rolled a cannonball into a church to impress a girl.
All right, we'll try. We got to end on a good note.
There's great sound effects, though.
Yeah.
Roll the cannon in, roll in there.
Yeah, the roll sound effect down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dennis, what's going on?
It would be more eloquent.
What's going on, guys?
Huh?
You there? Can I hear you?
Yeah, let's go.
How are you guys? Bill, pleasure as always. Try breaking up with your girlfriend over the phone who's at college, driving up there, calling out sick from work to find her sleeping with your best friend.
Yeah, that's a nice one. That's a good one. That'll make you feel good. I had a girlfriend that went to, that might be mine. Jesus. I went to I was going out with a girl who went to Quinnipiac College and used to go up to visit her on the weekends. Take the drive up.
Polls?
She was taking a Quinnipiac poll. And went up to visit her on the weekends and stuff like that. And, we hung out, went to a dorm room, whatever. And then after a while, she was telling me, could you call before you come by?
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, yeah, okay.
What, you want to get dolled up?
Yeah. She wants to get all gussied up for me, I guess. Yeah, could you just not drive up? Could you give me a call maybe before you come up? Like, yeah, okay. So I'd call and she'd be like, no, I got a lot to do this weekend. I'm going to the Rush concert with my girlfriends. Oh, okay. And then I find out her girlfriends had a penis.
Well, who hasn't made that mistake?
Hey, with that, it's not going to get better than that.